Hi, so on my last video, you guys asked me mostly on Instagram to do a tutorial on how to draw mouths and lips. So that's what I'm gonna do. I picked I decided to do this with reference pictures because I feel like it's easier to explain how to do it that way. I picked 4 people. First of them, Lady Gaga. What I noticed about Lady Gaga is how her top lip and bottom lip are both the same. None of them is thinner or thicker or fuller, basically. So you need to have that in mind. Also, another thing about her lips that I noticed is that not only in this picture, but sometimes when she's not smiling, her teeth still show. So I exaggerate that a little, and it makes it look more like her. I tend to do that sometimes, in which I exaggerate certain aspects of someone's features and to make it look more like them. You can do this, but you also need to be careful not to do it too much so that it looks like a mockery or something. So yeah, have that in mind when doing it. Also, a thing I do when I'm sketching is adding some small lines that should come up pretty soon. And those small lines help me see how the volume of the lips is. As you can see, if they make them more curvy, they look fuller. So that's some sort of guideline to help you see things. So now we go on to Florence. I picked her because her lips are kind of thinner than the other that I picked, and I wanted to have a little bit of variety, and also because I love her and she is the best. What I'm showing there is how her top lip it's thinner than her bottom lip, so we need to have that in mind when drawing her lips. Basically, we need to observe a lot before we start drawing. We need to see and understand how the lips are built. So what I'm trying to do there is, as this picture is not taken from the front, but her head is kind of tilted to the left. I'm trying to get the movement of them in that little sketch. And now I'm going on to the more detailed sketch, in which I try to, just basically try to see how her lips are shaped. And also in this sketch, I use the lines too, but I make them straighter so that it looks like it's not as full, you know? And it's, as I said before, it's kind of a guide to help us later on when adding color or shading or whatever. It's just really helpful. So then we're gonna go on to Rihanna. Her lips are the most recognizable of the 4, in my opinion. Her Cupid's bow is one of the most recognizable parts of them, and I exaggerate that a little too, just a little. You can't make it too exaggerated because it won't look like her. Also, I noticed her bottom lip is kind of divided in 2, and I exaggerated that a little too. Then I'm doing a little sketch to try to show the direction of the lips, I guess. I don't know how to explain it with words, so I hope the little arrows that I drew there help you kind of see what I mean. I'm sorry, in this video, I need a lot of terms that I don't even know in Spanish, so in English it's even more difficult for me to do it. So I'm sorry if you guys don't understand something. If you don't, let me know in the comments and I'll explain it to you as good as I can. So the last one is gonna be Camila Cabello. Her lips are pretty characteristic too of her face, and what I notice about them is how her top lip, it's pretty much straight. It doesn't go down as the other lips that I've drawn before. It's more of like a straight line. So it's not exactly a straight line, but I notice it's kind of straight, so I try to make it straighter so that just exaggerate certain aspects of them so that it looks more like the real thing. And there I'm doing a more detailed sketch, just doing what I said of making like the top lip straighter, and then the bottom lip goes, as I showed in the little sketch with the arrows, it gets fuller as it gets to the center. and then I do the little lines too. And then also a thing that I like to do is insist a little in the center and the sides of the mouth, that makes it look have a little depth. And then I decided I wanted to color this to kind of finish it and give it a more, I don't know, to complete it a little. And yeah, basically what I'm doing is I didn't really pay much attention to the colors. I'm just trying to see where the shading is and the highlights are. So yeah, that's what I did. I had a hard time trying to find Florence skin tone because I didn't want to make her look like a ghost. She's really pale. Yeah, but that's basically it. I feel like adding shades mostly, and color too, but mostly shades, help us see the mistakes that we've made, which there'll probably be mistakes. When you do a portrait, you're fixing things all the time. It's not like you just do it and forget about it. You're constantly changing things. So in this case, it's only a mouth, but if it was a full face, we probably have to change things about the mouth later on as we go on with the sketch. So yeah, that's Rihanna, and then Camila Cabello. Same thing. I'll probably do a video on how to pick the right colors to paint. But yeah, just let me know in the comments if you want me to do that, if you want me to do something else, just what you thought of the video, give me some feedback. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Bye.